Welcome all. So today I'm talking about Vashikaran and mother-in-laws. So this topic is in demand by all of you from a very long time, and there is a page also on our website of Mahakali Vedic Healing Shelter that mother-in-laws doing black magic or Vashikaran on their own sons out of jealousy and out of the fear and the insecurity factor. So you people wanted me to make a video on this aspect. So here it is today. So let's get started. Now this video is also for the mother-in-laws if they are watching this channel or this particular video, that if you are doing black magic in any of the ways on your son just to control him, or Vashikaran to control his mind and make sure that he is listening to you and not his wife, then let me tell you, you are doing no good to yourself or to your son as well. If you're thinking by doing this, your son will be under your control, maybe for a few months or a few years, you keep on renewing that black magic, which is an evil practice. It is not supposed to be done by anybody. It is against the law of nature. But just because your emotion of jealousy and your emotion of hatred towards the new girl coming in his life or a new woman coming in his life becomes so high in percentage that you forget the morals and you forget the basics, that what you're doing is absolutely unacceptable, even to the divine, even to Almighty for that matter. And you have reached to an age with so much of experience, and you have reached to an age where you have seen so much happening around you. And when it comes to your own son, or when it comes to this particular emotion, you completely lose it. When I say lose it, you completely lose your senses. You completely lose the aspect of thinking that what am I doing? And this is not correct even for you. If you're thinking that you will gain anything out of it, it is going to be very temporary. And even if it prolongs by you renewing it every time, things will happen worse for you and as well as for your son also. Now, very quickly, let me tell this aspect to all the mother-in-laws. Okay, because see, all the women who are facing this problem, the wives are facing this problem, they have really requested me to make this video, that maybe you people understand, all the mother-in-laws understand that what harm they're doing to their own son. You are thinking that you are actually harming the other girl who has entered your son's life, but that's just not the case. In fact, it's just the opposite. It's just your ego, it is just your wish, it is just your that desire to control your son. You're doing all these things and you're thinking you're winning, but no, you're not actually winning, you're losing big time. Imagine the son that you have taken care over the years. Would you want anything to go wrong with him because of anything that you do? Would you be able to forgive yourself ever in life just because you have that strong feeling of jealousy or that strong feeling of being egoistic or being authoritative or being dominating on your the girl who has just entered your son's life, your daughter-in-law? Do you think that is valid? So let me tell you, whenever you get black magic done on your son in his mind, which we call as Vashikaran, the controlling of the mind, that he should only be listening to you for that matter and not to his wife. He should keep on fighting with his wife, or he should not, if he has children, he should not be a good father to them, or he should make sure that he divorces his wife, or he just even if not divorced, then their marital status and their married life is not very good. You keep on creating disturbances through these evil means of black magic, going to evil tantrics. And if you're achieving that aspect also, that the fights are happening between these two, between the couple, and you're enjoying it sitting in your bedroom or in your kitchen and or in your living room and thinking that, wow, yes, this is what I have done, and now I can see the results in front of my own eyes, and internally you're enjoying this fact, but maybe you enjoy it. Maybe you feel that you have won, maybe you have succeeded. That is what you're feeling. That is not the truth. It is only one side of the coin. The other side of the coin is this, that whenever you do black magic on your son, to control his mind. The tantric will never tell you this. That evil tantric will never tell this to you, that how badly your son's mind is getting affected. I will tell you how. And then you decide that, are you ready to continue this process or give this up completely and apologize to maybe that couple, or for that matter, even if you think your ego is too big, maybe not apologize and at least apologize to Almighty and correct this so-called nonsense, I would say. Absolutely insensible thing that you're doing. An unacceptable thing that you're doing. So whenever you're doing black magic on your son's mind, slowly and steadily the mind, because all these are negative energies that are getting used or are being used to achieve that format of control. So these negative energies will definitely have a negative aspect on your son's mind as well. Slowly his mind will start getting slow. His decision making abilities will start losing up. He will be confused. He would start looking like a retard. He would start looking like a lost person. If someone is asking him a question, he would fumble, or he would just keep on thinking that, oh, what should I answer? He will start looking here and there and he'll be confused. He would not even understand what is happening. Frustration within him that I want to do something but I'm not able to do that particular thing. And he would not understand that why this is happening. So this frustration will start leading to suicidal things also in his mind. Because whatever has been used against him, the process will make sure that, okay, you achieve what you have got. Maybe he will listen to you, he will fight with his wife. But in return, you harming your son. You're in fact murdering your son mentally. You torturing your son mentally. Would you want that? I don't think so any mother would want that. But it's just because you're not aware of this fact and you're thinking you're actually being troublesome to the girl who has entered, your daughter-in-law. So you're ready to do this. But in actual sense, you're harming your own son, your own bloodline. Were you aware of this before, what I just told you? I don't think so. Because if you were aware of this, what I just told you, and even then, because of your motives, you're doing this, that means you are extremely selfish and you're not a good human being. And as far as I know that many a times the mother-in-laws are not aware of this fact, that what they are doing. But the moment they get to know about this, they step back. But there are few who do not want to believe this and they keep on continuing doing this. So which category you fall into, you have to decide. But in any of the ways, whether you believe it, you do not believe it, you are actually harming your son. And on the other hand also, if you're harming your daughter-in-law also in some way, that is also against the rules of universe or Almighty. You want to fight, you don't like someone, you go ahead and fight, you disconnect yourself from that person. You do something legal, but why black magic? Why these negative things? Why such evil minds? Why such evil thoughts? You do not have a spine to fight or to come in front and say things. Are you so spineless? In fact, this question is for all the people who do black magic or any kind of black magic for that matter. So do not do this. All the mothers, you are a mother to your son. Even if you do not have feelings for the other girl who's coming because she is not from your own womb, at least have some mercy on your son after hearing this. And withdraw yourself and withdraw this evil process from that stupid evil tantric who's doing this for money and who is not making you realize that how bad it can be for yourself also and for your son, your own bloodline. And have some mercy on the other girl also. She also is a daughter of some woman and you are also a woman. Stop doing that. At least have this much of humanity. You have already sold your humanity by doing this process. But I'm just giving you a benefit of doubt, but I should not be giving that, but still I'm giving you a benefit of doubt that maybe you have been so lost in your hatred, your jealousy, that you have lost the track of humanity. And you have dived so much deep into the thoughts of being egoistic, being dominating, being a control freak, that you have lost your senses of the right and the wrong. You just want to achieve something because you just want to achieve it. So stop doing this, because this will not do anything good to your son and your karmas, for that matter. These small little, human stuff of I have defeated that person, or I have, made sure that his or her life has become hell. Yeah, they will go through, tremendous loss and tremendous struggles in their life. But only till the time they are not aware, and only till the time they do not go to the correct person. Because any sattvic healer or a sattvic cure person, a supernatural specialist who's sattvic, comes into the picture, and if he or she knows the process and diffuses this process, you can't even imagine that how much agony and how much things can turn towards you or backfire towards you. And of course, you will lose the relationship with your son forever when he gets to know about this. You will lose respect in his eyes. And you will lose this relationship of a mother and a son. He will hate you for this. So don't do that. Okay? This is the reason I made this video, only for the mother-in-laws who are doing this. Withdraw yourself. Just withdraw yourself. And I hope this video will help some of the women also, the wives who have been facing this. And still, if by hearing this you think that nothing is happening, then of course you can contact Mahakali Vedic Healing Shelter to get rid of this problem. After getting your diagnosis, you have to get your case study done, in which everything will be diagnosed, and that is a paid service. That's not free for me to make sure that I tell this, because every time we are facing this issue that you people write on WhatsApp and emails that Guru Didi said that it is get the case study done and after the cure amount has to be given. No, it's in hard work that we put in, so much of hard work and so much of life risk factor also when it comes to the evil practices to be diffused. So you should respect that fact of every healer, for that matter, who's genuine, of every spiritual person who's genuine. Okay? The way you become doctors and engineers and corporate house executives, you put in your hard work. Similarly, we also put in our hard work. And this is more scientific to what is happening in other places or other jobs. Our Sanatan is much more scientific. So understand this. I will make a separate video on how scientific and how modern the technology has been of Sanatan. So we are not uneducated, we are educated. And spiritual people, I always say, are the most ambitious people out of all the lots of occupations. Why? Because a spiritual person is trying to attain that energy or that connection which is supreme, which is priceless. So how a spiritual person is not ambitious, I don't understand. He or she is the most ambitious person. Remember this. So that's about it in this video. It's got too long, I know, but then this was important because it was about mothers, and I hope that the mother-in-laws will understand this. Okay. So anyways, I'll see you next week with another topic. Till then, goodbye and Jai Mahakali.